people can talk and talk, but from talking to reality, there's a really big difference.
All right, LDBC. This is your boy, Coach Sheldon Harrison. You're live on the Coach Sheldon Harrison Combat Sports Show live. We got the new LFA Flyweight Champion of the World, Sabina the Colombian Queen Mazo. How you doing?
Hey, I'm very good. I'm happy, I'm really happy.
Well, you know what? You deserve to be happy. And, girl, take us, so for the next 48 hours, like for the past 48 hours, what kind of emotion have you had since winning the title?
Well, you know, it's been like happiness, but also like it's motivation to keep going, because I feel it's just one step forward to achieve more goals. So it really motivates me and it gives me like this strength to keep training and keep pushing for my dreams.
Hey, well, you know what? You motivated. I think you finna motivate a whole heck of a lot of people. I mean, you did a phenomenal job in that octagon. I mean, I actually got to see some more skill sets displayed. I mean, how did you feel about your performance?
I feel good, I feel I dominated the whole rounds, and yeah, I didn't finish, but I felt great. I never fought before 5 rounds, so it just gave me like a lot of experience. I feel, it gave me a lot of knowledge, and yeah, I will learn. I'm learning from this fight. I have a lot of things to work now.
Okay, guys, she said she got a lot of things to work on. I mean, just became the champion and still saying, hey, I still got things I need to work on. That's the sign of a true champion. Now, I got to ask you this. What did Master Cordero, because I respect Master Cordero. I respect
Yeah.
the man. What did he say? Because it was two of y'all that won titles. What did Master Cordero say?
He was really happy. I just saw him today, and he said it was a great performance. Lot controlling the distance and things, and we all know we have to work. It's not perfect, but he's really happy. Because this is like the belt for me, and like the victory is just like a symbol of the hard work. Not only I did it, but he did, and all of the training partners, because we wake up every morning to keep pushing. It's not only me. So I feel like when we all go to fight, it's like a victory for all, and it's knowledge for everyone. So he told me that he was happy with it, and that keep pushing forward.
Wow, that's the man, Master Cordero. Words of wisdom. Uh, Sound like you got the air conditioner on over there. It must be hot. It must be sizzling. Maybe it's that
It
belt.
is really. Sorry, what?
I said it must be hot. Can I hear the air conditioner?
Oh, right here, you mean, or what?
Yeah. Oh yeah, I hear it. It's going.
Yeah, it's really warm right here. It was cold there in Teague's Falls, so yeah.
Okay, well, you had a chance to warm up. The belt looks real nice. And you know what? I'm going to tell you the best image that I saw. And you got to tell me what you was thinking. You went into the middle of the octagon and you prayed. You were like praying. You were engulfed in the Colombian flag and you were on the octagon. I think that's an image that's going to be captured in time. I mean, could you tell us about that?
Man, that was my favorite image too. I loved it. I really loved it. I don't know who took it, but man, of course one of the guys over there. But I feel it's almost everything in one image. It's like fighting and my country, my not only my country but my ancestors, you know, like everyone behind me, God first, you know, I was being thankful with him, you know, no matter what. He's always there and he has a plans for us. So I was just thinking, you know, I was thanking him. I was yeah, giving this victory to him, you know, because this is, like I told you before, it's not only me stepping in the octagon, I feel. So my victory, I share it with the people, I share it with God, because without any of them, it couldn't be possible.
Okay, guys, she says she shares the victory with God and with the people, and you know you're a champion that people can get behind. Um, so now I want to ask you about the fight in specific, and I want to ask you about points of the fight. Um, Shannon Sinn started to try to put you in a clinch, and I actually saw you do some beautiful clinch work. I mean, man, could you take us back through that?
Yeah, well, that's one of the things I also have to work, you know. I was just getting out, you know, but I can work there too. So yeah, she did a great job. She's a strong fighter, you know. Um she was strong, but I was technical and everything, and I really appreciated fighting with someone like her because she takes shots, you know. She doesn't surrender, and the that spirit of a fighter, not everyone has it. So it was good. It was good from her to show that man, girls can, and she has it, you know.
Yeah, you know what? But I was impressed with you because when she tried to put you in the clinch and she tried to put your back against the cage, I saw you reversing it. I actually saw you reversing her and putting her back on the cage, which that was very impressive because I think people look at your stature, they look at your frame, and they think that well, Sabina's not very strong. But when you look at that fight, Sabina, you're very very strong, and I think you're at the perfect weight. I mean, maybe maybe you can go in and kind of elaborate some more.
Yeah, you know, my body, like you said, it doesn't show like a lot of muscles, but it's because I like training that, you know. I like training a strength in a different way, you know, and not only weightlifting. I feel that makes me kind of slow sometimes, so I try to do other stuff more functional and with my conditioning coach, you know. And yeah, she was strong, you know, but I feel it's not only being strong, it's being like technical, because I feel technique can be strength.
Technique beats strength, y'all. I love it. Now, guys, y'all hear all the background noise. Sabina is a straight beast. She is driving and giving the coach an interview driving. This girl can do it all. Okay, she's multitasking. You know what? I bet you Sabina could drive, eat, and talk to the coach at the same time. I know she could.
Totally.
Yeah. It, well, Sabina, you're the type of person that I think a lot of common people can get behind because I think people can actually I think people can relate and you're like a very you're very a very people friendly type person, and you really just you're not even worried about that hey I just won a title. You're like nope, I'm going back to the gym. I'm going right back to the gym.
Yeah, you know,
Did,
I feel the title is important, you know, and it's I you know, I am thankful about it, and I really I don't know, I feel good with it, but I feel it's just one more thing, and now it's in the past. It's one new day, so I have to do the hard work right now.
girl, you doing hard work. You got some more hard work to do, but I gotta really admire the beauty of your jab. That jab was beauty, like because in your previous fights, I never really I got to see a lot because you were finishing the fight so fast. But I actually got to see you take an aggressive opponent and you just stuck the jab right in her face, man. What? I mean, did you always have a jab like this, or is it starting to develop? I mean, what?
Um, no, I mean, it's in my game, you know. I know I have to work a little bit more, but we've been working a lot with Master. These things also. I mean, I've been with him 2 years, and um, it is just more knowledge from him. You know, I've been developing since I was with him. But yeah, I've been doing boxing for a long time now, so it's just part of the game I had.
Okay. Now, Sabina, this part of this interview, of course, I went and did homework, and I got from my last interview. I got a lot of questions because I told him that I'd be talking to you on Monday. I got a few questions, and I had the questions right here, and I'm just gonna read them off. These are from people that follow you now. Um, One person asked, in your weight room regimen, do you do power cleans and do you do hang cleans? And if so, why?
Like what I do when I'm warming up, you mean?
No, like when you do free weights. If you do any free weights, like do you do? This person wants to know, do you do hang cleans or power cleans? You know, like
I do everything, you know. Uh, it just changes sometimes, but it depends on the training. But yeah. If that's a question, if I do like uh, the conditioning and that stuff, yeah, I just try to change it every time.
okay. All right, hey, okay, so she answered your question, okay? So she says she does everything. She does a little everything, so there you go. The Colombian Queen does it all. She don't miss a beat. Okay, this next question, Sabina, were you shocked that Shannon Sinn was able to withstand multiple head kicks from you?
Um, I was not shocked. I just feel she was a thought opponent. You know, I felt she felt my punches, but she was, you know, aggressive. She stands there and she didn't want it to surrender. But I didn't feel frustrated. That's why I don't stuck with a plan. You know, I don't stuck like, oh, only high kick or something. No, you have to develop. You have to change the situations every time you fight because you never know what's gonna happen. You know, there's plan A, B, C, D. It doesn't matter. So I was not impressed. But I had to, you know, keep going and try to find other things.
Okay, guys, she's knocking these questions down, guys. Y'all got to give Sabina some hardened questions. I mean, come on, what y'all doing? This is the Colombian Queen. This is Sabina Mazo, guys. Future star. By the time she's 25, guys, she's probably gonna be another world champion in another division. I mean, in another organization, folks. Come on. All right. This next question. Okay, this question says, Sabina, in 2 years, where do you see yourself going after? Wait a minute. Let me see what he says, because he's okay. Sabina, where do you see yourself going after this sensational victory? Do you see yourself going to the UFC in 2 years? Okay.
Yeah, or less than 2 years. I feel I'm gonna be in UFC. I don't know where I'm gonna fight next, like right next, but I feel less than 2 years or less than 1 year I'll be in UFC. Yeah.
Okay. See, I love it. The Colombian Queen answered the questions very smooth and firmly. Okay. You know, and I'm sitting here and I'm watching you now. I mean, girl, you just taking care of business. I mean, did you have a tough day at the gym today as well?
Today was great. I went to the gym and Vanderlei Silva was there. Man, he is the best fighter of the world. You know, he's a legend. So he was there, and all his energy, everyone was there. And this weekend, the gym got 3 belts, so we're really happy, you know. And big things are coming, you know. Now it's time to train, and it's time to develop even more the game.
Wow. Your game is really developing, Sabina. I mean, I've seen the difference between the first time I saw you fight in between this fight, and you fought an opponent who was very extremely strong. And I watched you take away her best assets. I watched you take away the strength with, like you said, technique. You know, I watched you take away her speed, and I watched you take that away with technique. Um, can you help like the casual fan understand like how tough is it to fight an opponent that could possibly even have a weight advantage over you and is very strong?
Technical, you know, it really depends because there's a lot of like strong fighters that they just want you to take you down and they just stay there. But it really depends if you want to stay just striking or if you want to take them down because their punches are too hard, you know, if you feel like, oh, you can't handle it anymore, so go for the takedown, you know. It depends on the situation and what you feel. If you feel like uncomfortable, what can you do? You know, there's multiple solutions, of course. But there's a clear example on this weekend. It was yesterday, I think it was in UFC. Barbosa against Lee. It was a really good fight. Man, Barbosa was just taking all the time on the floor. and ground and pound. And in one of his kicks, he just almost knocked out him, you know, and that was his way of getting out of that bad situation. So yeah, it really depends on everything, on what situation it is and what can you do.
Well, you know what? I've actually seen you get out of some pretty. I've actually seen you get out of some bad situations even early, because you know I can't remember the fight. You were fighting against Cordova, I think. Rena. I think you were fighting against Reva, and she was putting a lot of pressure on you, and then
Yeah,
it took you a while to get going. But once you got going, you turned it around. So I mean, wow. I mean, I don't know
that's
what.
one of the strongest
Good.
fighters I've fought before. Even I think stronger than Shannon Sinn. You know,
Hmm.
she had a lot of pressure. She had a lot of pressure, and I really appreciate that from her because I learned a lot. And but yeah, that's the solution. You know, try to find a way to be in a better position and to control the fight.
Okay. Well, you got in a good position, and you controlled this fight. You controlled all 5 rounds of this fight. Okay. It just I didn't give her a single round. I know she fought hard, but Sabine, I saw you, really using that range. You know, you got long legs, you got long arms, and I saw you, using your leg kicks. I saw you pumping a jab, and then I saw you, setting her up for traps. I thought I was watching a boxing match inside of the octagon. Like, it was a beautiful thing to look at your boxing skills. I even saw you slipping. I saw you slipping and rolling a few punches. I'm like, wow, look at Sabina, man. She's doing it. And of course, I was sitting there. Me and a couple of friends. We always watch. And they were kind of getting excited because they're casuals, so they don't really know much about MMA. But I said, hey, I'm going for this. I'm going for this kid right here, the Colombian Queen. I'm going for her. Then they started cheering, yeah, go Colombian Queen. Man, she can box. So it was beautiful to see the boxing put on display. Like, it was, man. I mean, I know you were impressed, right, with your own boxing.
Yeah, I mean, we've been working a lot. I even have a small shoulder injury because we were boxing a lot. So I want to recover, I want to recover a little bit, but keep training, Yeah.
Yeah. Hey, out of all your teammates at the King's MMA gym, who gave you the most aggressive work in the gym?
Like, help me the most, or
Yeah.
like the one that always kicks my ass?
The one that's in there whooping your ass.
Man, there's a lot of guys. The corner I always go, he's a beast. He just always, all the time in sparring. And there's also a Muay Thai guy called Greg. He doesn't fight too much. He's from Brazil. But man, that guy hits really hard, and he's super small, but that guy is really good. But yeah, I mean, it's a lot of people. They all have different games, and that's what I like. I can learn from them, like their games and all that stuff.
Okay, Sabina. Okay, you in that gym getting it done, girl. You getting it done. Hey, I'm impressed. I was excited for you. I was happy. Um, what about mom? Did mom and dad watch the fight this time?
My parents, or or your parents? What do
No,
you mean?
my I don't think my mom's really into this. I'm talking about your parents.
Yeah, well, my parents were there. They always support me, and they love it. They love it. My mom, of course, gets nervous, but it was all good. They enjoy being with me and enjoy all the process of the waitings and me like almost dying there. But yeah.
Okay, and finally, how did the weight cut affect you? Did you feel weak? Did you feel strong? What did you feel?
I felt good. It was just hard as always. I just feel I'm a little bit older, and I think it's changing my body. But I made weight. It was not easy. I can't tell you it was easy because it was not. But I made it. And I can make it again and again. Whenever I have to, I'll do it.
That's right. You better make weight because you're a nutritionist, girl. You're a nutritionist. You can't be not making weight. Uh,
Yeah.
I'm just playing. Well, Sabina, it's always great to see you, your lovely smile that's lighting up the room, just like you're lighting up your opponents in the octagon. Sabina. Hey, we don't know who you're gonna fight next. You don't know who you're gonna fight next. I mean, I don't know. Do you have any idea if anybody in the LFA that you want to just go for?
Anyone that wants to step in front of me, I'll be ready.
Okay, Conor McGregor, she's ready. Okay, she's gonna take you out, Conor. I'm just playing. That was a bad one. Sabina, young lady, I appreciate your time. I love talking to you. I always get amped up when I talk to you because I know I'm gonna get hardcore truth. Hardcore truth.
For sure. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you for being there.
Hey, I'm gonna support you. I don't care. I'm gonna watch every fight that I can. I watched this fight. I had a group of my buddies over. Next time we're gonna do a Sabina Mazo party. We're just gonna sit over there. I'm gonna have about 10 of my closest friends. We're gonna watch you fight.
Okay, perfect.
That's what we're gonna do. Now,
thank you.
I want you to do one more thing for me.
In
Colombian, could you say, "Hey, you're watching Coach Shelton Harrison," in your language?
Okay. Estoy aquí con Shelton Harrison para que todos estén pendientes.
Okay. What you say?
I'm here talking with Shelton Harrison, and I want you all to watch the interview and keep in touch.
Okay. I'm going to keep in touch. You keep in touch. Because you know I'm going to keep in touch because I check on you periodically. But, yeah, young lady, it is always a pleasure to talk to you. Enjoy the rest of your day.
Thank you very much.
And that's it. Gracias.
Okay, bye.
Bye.